Hi, Professor. This is Aditi, and this is my final presentation for the workshop N, which is also our assignment 2. I developed a fully interactive prototype for a student information system using Figma. This system is designed to support three different user roles: student, instructors, and administrators. Each user has its own tailored interface and functionalities. Now, over the few minutes, I will take you through the entire prototype, explain how I structured my work using an implementation plan, and share some personal reflections about the challenges, lessons, and improvements I made throughout the project. Let me start by walking you through my Figma design. The first screen is the welcome page. The screen is simple and elegant. I present the two clear options, one of the student login and the another for the instructor login. I designed this role-based entry to help streamline the experience based on the user's role. When a student clicks on their button, they are taken to the student login or the instructor login page. Now, the login page allows the users, includes the field like enter the username and password. It also includes the forget password link that leads to the password reset flow button, which can be seen over here, which is the reset password link. If a student doesn't already have an account, then the student can go to the registration link or the registration page over here, or the instructor as well. They can click the registration button and access the registration page. Here they are asked to enter a username, email address, and the password. I added icons to each field to improve the clarity and make the form more visually friendly. The layout is clean and easy to follow, which was a major goal in my design process. Once logged in, the student is brought to the student dashboard. This is the main navigation hub for all the student activities. The dashboard includes a vertical sidebar with the options like institution page, activity, courses, calendar, grades, and messages. There is also a search bar at the top and a quick access icons for notifications and profile options. I wanted this dashboard to feel modern and familiar, similar to what students experience on platforms or blackboards or campus. From the dashboard, when the student click on the courses, they are taken to the course enrollment page, which is over here. This page showcases available courses using course cards, each with an enrollment button. I made sure the layout supports a large number of courses while still maintaining the clarity. Once a student enrolls, their status is saved, and this flow helps stimulate a real course registration page. From here, another screen is the View Grades page, which the student can access again from the main dashboard page. In the student, another important, so this page lists all the courses a student is taking, along with the grades for tests, assignments, and midterms. The table style layout includes the course name, the weight of the assignment, and the grade received. I focused on ensuring the visual hierarchy made it easy to distinguish between the courses and their evaluation types. In case a student forgets their password, they access the reset page here again that I showed you before as well. Switching roles now. Instructor course management page. Let's move on to the instructor page now. Here. So this page control overall process the courses they teach the instructors. The left sidebar displays each course the instructor is responsible for, and the main panel shows tasks like assignments or tests, which can be marked as released, hidden, or opened. This structure reflects a real-time board LMS where instructors manage content visibility. There is also an admin icon and the notification bell to access the settings and the alert options. Now for the admin option, the admination panel, I'm sorry, the admin panel. This was one of the most challenging parts to design for me. The admin has a sidebar with the sections for managing the students, instructors, and the courses. The central panel currently uses the placeholder icons, but it's set up to display more detailed content. I also included controls like user management, course updates. The admin panel is brain, and I try to keep it powerful yet the user friendly. Finally, moving on to the notifications page. It lists all of the system generated messages. This includes alert like session timeouts, password resets, college closures, and system updates. Notifications are clearly presented in a vertical list format with the readable spacing and color contrast. Now, moving on to the documentation portion of my assignment over here, I listed every major page, its estimated build time, the reason for building it, and when I plan to complete it. As I moved through the project, I tracked my actual progress using a completion table, which can be seen here. So, it has a pages like login, registration, dashboards, and enrollments were completed on time. Pages like view grades, notifications, and reset passwords, and the admin panel were delayed but have since been finalized. I created a revised implementation plan to reallocate more time in a week 3 to those delayed features. I also included screenshots from my Figma prototype that I can show you here. This is my UML diagram, which I will be explaining just a minute later. So these are my Figma prototypes and each explaining what each page is doing again. Now so this is just my Word doc, and now moving on to my reflect on this experience. So here you go. The most difficult feature that I had to design was the admin panel, as I said before as well. Unlike students and instructors who have a focused set of tasks and the admin needed access to everything, users, courses, and system settings. Structuring this is in a way that didn't feel overwhelming was a challenge. At first, I used placeholder social media icons just to visualize spacing eventually. I replaced those with the role specific widgets and cleaned up the layout to reflect each the real time admin controls. My biggest regret was not using Figma's auto layout and reusable components early in my process. As my degree grew, it became harder to manage spacing, alignment, and consistency across pages. If I had structured my design system from the start, I could have saved hours of manual formatting. If I were to redo this project, I would start with low fidelity wireframes for each role and user journey. I'd also build a basic design system including buttons, inputs, font styles, and to save more time, I'd also use community templates and UI kits for common elements that I didn't knew before. At last, let's moving on to my one of the well before that one of the most important lessons I learned is that good design starts with a good plan. Thinking through how each user will interact with the system, breaking down complex flows in smaller parts, and creating reusable structures are all part of building something usable and scalable. Now, moving on to the final piece of my project is the high class UML diagram, which was required for the final assignment, which can be seen with, sorry, it is here. I made this on the Ludicart. I built a high level architecture with an abstract user case extended by student, instructor, and admin subclasses. The relationships between the courses, grades, and enrollments are clearly defined. I also included a notification class connected to the user class. This diagram maps allow out how data is managed and exchanged within a system, providing a strong backend structure. So, yeah, thank you for watching my presentation. This project has been a valuable learning experience, and I'm proud of this progress I've made in both design and planning. Look forward to applying these skills in my future projects as well. Thank you.